Okay, the first thing we need to do is we need to change the theme of the presentation. So we'll go to the Design tab, click on that, and if you bring down the pull-down menu, you'll notice that you'll have a selection of themes to choose from. All those. When you bring your cursor across each of these, you'll notice that the slide will change to that corresponding theme. So for this presentation, we need to find the aspect theme. That is this one here. So we'll just click that, and you'll notice your slide will be changed to the aspect theme. The next thing we need to do is add the title. So we'll click the title box and just start typing. And we'll need to add the subtitle. So just click the subtitle box and start typing. And then hit the return key to type in the student's name. Now the Sarah Jones, the student name needs to be italicized. So what we need to do is we need to click at the beginning and then drag our mouse or our cursor to highlight the word Sarah Jones. And then we'll go back to the home page here, home tab, and click the italics button to change it to italics. The next thing we need to do is change the title to 48 point. So again, we'll click here, click and drag, and we'll change that to 48 point. And then we need to change the subtitle to 28 point. So again, we'll click and drag and change this to 28 point. Okay, the next thing we need to do is add Clipart from Clipart Organizer. And we can do this by going to the Insert tab and click the Clipart button. And this will open up a screen on the right-hand side. And our search terms for this, for the first picture on our slide, is going to be Girl Study Laptop. And we'll click Go so that it goes search for it and bring those pictures back up. And notice that we have the picture that matches what's in the book. So we will double click this and it should appear on the slide momentarily. And we notice that the picture is rather large, so what we need to do is we need to grab the handle. That's these dots here in the corner. And you notice you'll get double arrows. So you just click this, and then you can just click and drag. You want to make it smaller or larger, so let's make it smaller. And then we'll point to the middle of the picture so we get crosshairs. And we'll click and drag this to move it. And that looks about right. Alright, we've done the first slide. Okay, let's create the second slide. So we can do this by going back to the Home tab and clicking the button that says New Slide. Now, if you notice, if you bring this menu down, you can choose different formatting for your slides. Notice we're using the title and content slide format. Now, the trick to doing this is to type in your main titles first. So let's go ahead and do the title. And we'll just click this and type it in. Now, when you do bullet lists, the trick is to do the main bullets first. So we're going to do that. And then hit enter after each one. Now, to add the sub-bullets, what we'll do is we'll go back up to the main bullet item, and we'll hit return, and then hit tab. And what that will do is it will indent your subtitle. So we'll type that in. And we'll do it again for the next one. Enter, tab. Now for this slide, what we need to do is we need to actually move the text to the left. To the left so that we can insert the picture on the right. So we'll grab this handle over here. Notice how you get the double arrow. You want to click, and we're going to drag, and we'll make it about halfway. So about there. Now we're ready to insert the picture. So once again, we'll go over here to the Clipart box and we're going to search for boy study laptop this time. I'll do boy study and book. Try that. And we're going to click the go button. Okay, now we'll see the picture over here. We're going to double click that so that she'll appear on the slide momentarily. And again, you can resize this if it doesn't, if it's not large enough. You can just grab the handles here and just make it a little bit larger. And there we go. Just take it centered a little bit. And there you have it for slide number 2. Okay, now let's go ahead and start slide number 3. So what we'll do is go to Home, the Home tab, click on New Slide, and we'll type in the title and subtitle information. Now remember, for your content, you just click on the bulleted item line and just type in the information, then hit Return, and then hit Tab to indent your bubbles. Okay, on this slide, depending on what you have, you can either go by the book or you can go by the PDF document. In the book, for some, the image is on the left-hand side. There's only one image, so you can have one image or two. In this case, we're going to go ahead and use 2 images. So what we need to do is we need to center this information. So again, we're going to grab the handles. We're going to just move this, and let's see if we can just center this a little bit here. About that. And we have it looks like it's about centered here. And that looks about right. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and find the images. Now for the first image, I searched using Girl Books and Learning, and you'll see it's this first image here. So we'll double click that to add it to the slide. Okay, let's resize it and move it over to the left-hand side. Now for the second image, I use the search terms Men, Books, and Learning. So here's the image right here. We'll double click this and add it to the slide. And once again, we'll need to resize it by dragging the handles and moving it. Move the image and make it a little bit smaller. And that looks about right. And that's the end of slide 3, so we're going to move on to slide 4. For slide 4, all we're going to do is we're going to duplicate slide 1. So we'll go ahead and click slide 1 here. And if you notice your home button here, your home tab, just click on New Slide, bring down the pull-down menu, and we'll click Duplicate the selected slides. Click that. You'll notice you'll have a duplicate slide right here. But what we need to do is make this last slide. So we just click, and we just drag it all the way down to the end, make it the last slide. We also need to delete the name, so we're just going to click here and just highlight it and delete it. I'm also going to delete the image because we're going to be replacing that, so we'll just click that and then delete it. And now we're going to add the last image. If you notice, I use the search terms Hands, Textbook, and Teaching. And we have the image right here, so we'll double click this and add it to the slide. And we'll make this a little bit larger, and we're going to move it a little larger. Go here to this side. And there's the image for slide 4. The next thing we need to do is add transitions. So we're going to click on the Transitions tab up here. And if you notice, I pull down menu here, and we will find the undercover transition is right here. So we'll click that. Now, if you do not have Microsoft Office 2010 installed, you will not be able to see some of these new features. So you must have Microsoft Office 2010, specifically PowerPoint 2010 installed in order to see these new transitions. Okay, now we've applied the transition to one slide. So we need to apply it to all slides. So we'll click Apply to All. We also need to change the duration. So we'll click the arrow here and change it to 1.25. Now, now you're finished, but don't forget to go back to the Home tab. To the Slideshow tab, and click from the beginning and watch your slideshow. Make sure all the spelling is correct. You've applied all of the images and whatever is needed. Oh, one thing we did forget to do was to go back to slide 3 here. We need to change Be Confident to bold, to go Home tab here. We'll click Bold, and then we'll go ahead and change it to yellow. There, that's it. I'm sorry about that. I forgot about that last slide here. All right, now we are finished, so we can go ahead and go to Slideshow and do from the beginning and check and make sure that you've applied all of the changes and edits to your presentation. And this concludes the assignment tutorial.